It's Ladies' Night once again here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. With us, as always, on Ladies' Night is Random Gameuser42.
Hello! Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, as always. I, of course, am Tom Connors, and we have a very special guest with us tonight for the first time here on Midnight's Edge After Dark, and Ladies' Night for that matter. A lady of a different sort, I guess. Harriet is her name. Hello.
Hello. My name's Harriet now. Used to be Harvey, just switched. I wanted to get into some of that sweet pound me too kind of acclaim and money. What a wonderful day to push a transgender transition, TM.
So yeah, we're gonna have a little fun here tonight. We got a few things to talk about. If Rob does happen to show up later, he might pop in. We don't know yet. But, and maybe even Doomcock might show up. Who knows? But for right now, we just have Harriet with us and Random Gameuser42. And we've got some news to talk about. Do we not, ladies?
I don't know. Fuck.
Probably.
We have something to talk about? I don't know.
It's
your show, Tom. It's your show.
Well, I've never really met you before, Harriet. I mean...
Well, I'm sure you've seen my video where I made an appearance. I was getting into that whole, Me Too. I was feeling like that whole rap was really catching on. I just wanted to catch the wave and maybe complain about you by the end of the evening, Tom.
You never know.
You're a white male
tentacles.
oppressor.
Yes, I guess I am.
And I if there's any bad kind of touching, I'm going to cash in on it.
So I'll refer to you as Harriet, even though I have met your alter ego or counterpart. What would you call you? I don't know anymore. I really don't. Oh boy,
Harriet'll work. Plus, if this thing goes tits up, I won't take any any repercussions.
There you go.
Do Cthulhu monsters even have gender, though?
Well, not as you understand it, fellow female.
And that's what I was kind of thinking, because when I contacted, Harriet, I was kind of told, that basically in the argument that doesn't really have a gender per se as we know them, so I guess that could count.
That's right.
Night, so yeah.
Well, no, I am officially Harriet, as long as it is profitable to be. So,
well, we'll see what we can do.
Some handsome billionaire president will touch where he shouldn't touch, and ka-ching.
Well, there is other ways you can make some money tonight, Harriet, and I don't mean a sexual harassment suit or a poll of any kind. I mean, you could get some super chats. You never know. So we'll see how that rolls, and we'll definitely share the wealth if we do get any. So let's move on and push some buttons, TM.
Push some buttons. Why can't people pronounce button or mountain? It's always mountain or button or oxycontin. Fucking illiterates.
Well, it's not like the old, did you guys ever see the old, it was a Cinemassacre review of the DVD menu for the Inspector Gadget, sort of menu of the first ever Inspector Gadget DVD, and they were just kind of riffing on how crazy the actor who wasn't Don Adams was saying the word button. Oh, it wasn't even Inspector Gadget, it was like the Super Mario Brothers DVD. And he just kept saying the word button over and over again, just in the most insane way possible. And that's what I think of every time I hear Harvey's catchphrase.
What a wonderful day to push a button, TM. Yeah. It's not button. It's not button. Assholes.
So Harriet, has Doomcock ever showed you Bill and Ted?
No, he has not. I know that Keanu Reeves was in that, and George Carlin and the other guy,
Alex Winter. That's right.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen him, but it turns out that there is a little bit of news out there about Bill and Ted. They're one step closer, as we just reported here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. They announced some filming locations in Los Angeles and Tempe and Phoenix, Arizona. So that puts the whole thing one step closer to actually coming to fruition, even though Keanu Reeves had said something about not even a month ago about the possibility of the movie not happening because they hadn't found funding and stuff like that yet. It appears they may have done so. So what do you ladies think about this news, since I'm just supposed to back off and let the ladies have the show?
Yeah, fascist.
Well,
go ahead, Random.
I think it's going to be good. Did they mention filming in the same shopping mall that they filmed Bogus Journey in, I wonder? Because I've seen a lot.
You never know.
Well, I've seen a lot about, I believe it was in either Phoenix or, it was somewhere in Arizona, and Retail Archaeology actually filmed a lot in this mall because it's kind of a dead mall. So I was just kind of curious, but other than that, I'm like super excited. I really loved the two Bill and Ted movies. Those were absolutely of my time, so I'm super excited. I'm happy that they didn't scrap it. Two
of my very favorite films. Harriet?
Yeah, I know that you like it because you've got your channel. When people do like super chats, it plays those guys riffing on guitar, if I remember.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, there's a sincere tribute to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So I think Random, is a pretty good expert on that. I've only really seen just little clips. That was before I entered your dimension, and Doomcock, he's just not that crazy about it, so he's never showed it to me, but I'd like to see it sometime.
Well, they're really fun. One of the movies even references quite a bit of Star Trek, so if you're a Star Trek fan, yeah. They reference Arena.
Yeah, that might be interesting. He might actually bite on that,
I say he actually might like the second film a little bit better than the first film.
Yeah.
But you might be able to learn. He might be able to learn a little bit about time travel from the first film if he actually studied a little bit. But I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, I think that might be kind of cool. He's interested in time travel. He knows he gets a time machine at some point. So there you go.
Yeah. They're very fun movies. They kind of take the easy way out of time travel and stuff, but I think for what they are, for kind of the demographic, I think they're very fun, and I think they I think that if it gets like enough love for this new sequel, it's going to turn out to probably be kind of the Bill and Ted version of Cobra Kai, because you have so many people who absolutely love it behind the project. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, that's very important. When you have people who actually love the thing in charge of it, I think that really makes a difference.
And not only that, you have most of the people involved with it are the original people, basically. So,
which about as good as it gets.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say about that than that, but I know Random. Did you have an opinion on this Batwoman casting, Ruby Rose?
Well, from what I'm seeing, people are complaining that she's not lesbian looking enough, which is kind of insane to me. That like, I don't think you're gonna make anybody happy with a lot of these kind of casting choices. No, depending, I think she's probably
not
fine.
Lesbian looking enough.
I know that's what I'm hearing on like Twitter and online and stuff. I know it's crazy. It's like, what does a lesbian look like anyway?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's the judge of this now? Because, yeah, unless you're Banky Edwards from Chasing Amy.
I know.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's just like, they don't just come in one shape and size, kids.
Yeah, it's just a ridiculous sort of thing. I mean, I think considering it's a CW show,
yeah, like
you're getting kind of a big name Hollywood actress to play this part. I mean, she's been in, God, what's she been in? John Wick 2 and
yes,
a few others.
Wick 2. Let's see here, what else has she been in? She's going to be out in the upcoming movie The Meg, Triple X, Return of Xander Cage, Resident Evil Final Chapter, Pitch Perfect 3. So she's not a huge actress, but she's recognizable enough, has a very easy to remember name. And most people probably remember her from John Wick Chapter 2 because she actually did a pretty good job for not really having any spoken dialogue because her character was deaf. So it was was kind of interesting to see her in that. Did you see that yet?
No, yeah, I saw it, but what the fuck? I mean, you're saying that's great, like a performance where she doesn't have any lines. Shit, well, I can do that.
Still played it well, true, but
anybody can do that. It's like, hey, point the camera at me. I got no lines. I'm gonna have some praise here and draw some beautiful bucks. So yeah, maybe I should be I should play a deaf character that can't talk. Boy, ka-ching! I really.
Hiring you, I think, would probably touch into that diversity hire, right? Random, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Hire a Cthulhu monster, then you cover all the genders and
species and cross.
That's right.
Dimensional species.
Right.
And
there are far too many humans in Hollywood. We need more Cthulhu monsters.
The part I think is stupid about. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'd hate to talk over a lady.
Well, that ain't no way to treat a lady. No way. I don't know. I think I'd love to be on a film like that, and I'd even wear lipstick and hope to get interfered with, as they say, and big bucks. But yeah, I saw John Wick 2. It wasn't nearly as good as John Wick. Not nearly as good. It was actually kind of disappointing. It seemed like Keanu Reeves basically had a string of moves that he used on every single attack, as opposed to the action on John Wick, which was absolutely stellar. I think it was by the guy that did Atomic Blonde later on, too. That guy really knows how to do some action, because that Atomic Blonde, that sequence in the stairwell, holy crap. Now that is combat. What do you guys think?
I haven't seen it. I need to watch that one still. I haven't seen it.
I liked it. It was good. Like Harriet just said, it's not as good as the first film, story-wise, but a lot of great action and cinematography, and Ruby Rose's character is a standout in the film. Other than that, there's really not much to say. Then why is it such a big deal that she's a lesbian? Because I highly doubt Batwoman's going to go punching somebody in the face and going, "I'm a lesbian."
I know. It's just to get their little check mark for having a diverse character, I think.
Well, she was a lesbian in the comics. So I guess they're kind of they're going to go that way. But it's just she's looks like a hot chick in the comics. Doesn't really look like anything in particular. It's not like It's not like you can spot them from a distance, like how to recognize a lesbian from 30 yards away. Well, there's no real course in that. So I think that's just a bogus kind of objection.
There you go, Harriet. Write that book. There's $1 million.
A cautionary tale.
120 pages just to get to. You cannot spot them.
Yeah.
And that's right. In conclusion, there is no way. The end.
Yoink, there's my $20. Oh, so yeah, how else do you feel about this, Random? I mean, as a woman, it's good to see, obviously, I guess you could call her a powerful female superhero, even though I really didn't know that she existed or knew there was a difference between her and Batgirl until all this, but other than the grandstanding on the lesbian thing, or do you think it'll just fit in just fine in CW? And there's another part of this is we obviously knew that Batman isn't going to show up either, so yeah.
I think as long as they kind of stay true to how the character is written in the books, I don't think anybody will have an issue with it. But then again, it's CW stuff, so do we really care? I think is the biggest point. Like, so many of these shows are kind of mediocre, and I don't know. I mean, as long as they do it justice, and if they have fun with it and make an entertaining show and an entertaining character, I think nobody will care. I think it'll all be swept under the rug, and it'll just be another strong, cool character. But it's Hollywood is 50-50 shot on that happening.
Yeah, I can't really. I mean, Doomcock's not here, but I know that he likes capes. He likes chicks in capes. He likes redhead chicks in capes. Trifecta. I think Doomcock might actually watch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it might be something to watch if I had cable, but I might check it out eventually.
Yeah. All right. So that's probably. Was there anything else to talk about in the news, Random? I can't remember.
That's all I heard. I mean,
yeah.
And somebody asked in chat, why is a casting of gay women such a problem for me? It's not. I don't really care one way or another. I'm just kind of repeating what I've heard from like a few sources here and there on Twitter, which is kind of a cesspool. So I don't really take it as based on.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is expressing any kind of unhappiness about it.
The dismay was in how anybody could say she didn't look lesbian enough.
Exactly.
We were all kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
We were riffing on that premise.
Yes. So yeah, do you guys have any questions out there for Harriet? Such a lovely, lovely lady, and Random as well, equally but more so.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, Harriet does have more tentacles.
That's true.
That's right. Sexism. Judging me by my appearance. You know what? Hey, my eyes are up here, Tom.
Well, you have such lovely tentacles.
Well, you just keep your goddamn eyes off my tentacles, okay? All right. We'll just be fine.
Yes, ma'am.
God damn it.
Well, don't put them on display for us to see then.
That's right.
They're my natural asset.
Well, make up your mind then.
That's right. I don't know. What else news?
You may not be a Cthulhu whore, but you sure are dressed one like what tonight.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'm calling Gloria Allred.
John Heroes, yo peoples, thank you for the $2 super chat. The Wilk Report has a question for Harriet. Would you or Lord Doomcock be up for appearing on the Wilk Report sometime?
Sometime. Doomcock's pretty fucking fried. He's been on. He's got so many goddamn commitments these days. It's very hard. Yes. But theory, sure, I bet. But he, I'll pass it on to him and see what he says. But he's always interested in appearing with people and saying hi and meeting new folks. But he's pretty swamped. But we'll see.
All right. Any more questions out there? Oliver Smith wants to know if you are here of your own if your containment field is in the center of the Earth. How are you here if your containment field is? Well, it's broadcasting through the phone. Well,
yeah. I mean, you don't see me on the screen, do you?
Or a tablet. I'm sorry, Doomcock gave you a tablet. My
tablet, bad. Yeah. It's he gave me a cell phone, a smartphone.
Or was it a cell phone?
But also we've got a mic wired up, close to my containment field. So.
Well, that's so Doomcock can hear you as well. So.
Right, exactly. Right. So it's
right into that. And into modeling.
Not anymore. I've been taken advantage of by certain sleazy photographers that have said that they wanted to shoot some headshots. And hey, baby, you really look nice with that top button undone. And pretty soon,
their
one thing
leads to another. Meant something else altogether, right?
Yeah. And then pound me too. Pound me too.
TM.
I think they were trying to.
TM. That's right. Tic-tac-toe, me too. God damn it.
Matt Deckard wants to know, Harriet, did you ever see the Three Stooges short where the girlfriends look just like the guys in drag?
Yeah, well, the Three Stooges are a timeless classic. And remember Curly? I mean, Curly's got a sister, right? Looks just like Curly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like me. Like I look like Harvey Cthulhu, but I'm not. I'm Harriet. So
right.
It's I don't know. It's a funny thing, isn't it? I guess it's narcissism. Boys like to date girls that look like them.
Blue Cat says, "Sure, we're not dealing with Spaghetti Monster instead of I can never say it right. The Cthulhu horror." Cthulhu. Well, if Hank Hill can say it, then.
Yeah, anybody can say it then.
Do you know any spaghetti monsters, Harriet?
No, not really. But it could have its own dimension, or it could be loose on Earth, not in a containment field. You know, I mean, shit. There's all sorts of monsters. It's not like what I got, like Sasquatch's fucking cell phone number.
I suppose that is true. I don't mean to be so. That's monsterism. I'm sorry.
That's like saying, hey, my black friend. How's Idris Elba doing? Well, true. You know, I don't know Idris Elba because. Right? I mean, it's just that's kind of an offensive.
I apologize. I do. I sincerely apologize, but I don't.
I babysit for Nessie.
Do you?
Not all Cthulhu monsters know each other.
Exactly. You know, just because the tentacles are not spaghetti. That's true. Yeah, that's xenomorphism. Yeah, xenosex, xenism.
Yes,
I don't
know.
A
lot of X's.
I need a thesaurus.
Yes. Eric Draven wants to know if Harriet can sing the punk song from Star Trek IV.
I hate you and I abuse you. Screw you, bud. Yeah, that's about all I remember. It was, you know.
Yeah. Didn't play much of it in the movie.
Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot, and you know, and you're paying. Hey, excuse me, can we get you to turn that damn music down? And he just screw you. So you know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of I am an antichrist. I am an anarchist.
Xenomorphobic. I guess I don't know. $10 from Mackenzie Lambert. Thank you so much. Recently played the Bud Spencer Tracy Hill video game. What arguably obscure IP would you think would benefit from a video game adaptation?
Well, Random has done a lot of gaming. Random, what do you think there?
Dead Alive. I think Dead Alive would be a fun video game. The lawnmower scene alone.
That's a good. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Explain to them about this Dead Alive for those who are ignorant and don't know what it is.
Dead Alive is this New Zealand horror movie that was directed by he's kind of an unknown
director. Yeah,
a little no-name director. His name is Peter Jackson or something. I don't think anyone's ever heard of him, but he directed this awesome movie in New Zealand back in 92 or something. It was a while ago, and basically a guy goes to the zoo and his mother gets bitten by he's at the zoo with his mother. His mother gets bitten by a rat monkey that's infected, and
the Sumatran rat monkey.
Yes. And ends up coming back to life, and there's a whole zombie plague, and it's really awesome and amazing.
Do you know any of those, Harriet? No, just kidding.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. So what? I run around in Sumatran rat monkey circles.
Well, it's
all I know is one, Manny, and he wasn't anywhere near
it. Are you sure?
He had his shots.
Well, that's what he claims. I don't know. They all look alike to me. Oh, ratism. Uh-oh. Pound me too. Fuck. I'm pounded. Damn.
Yes.
But it was great, you know, and I like all the goddamn Kiwis in that movie, you know. I like the preacher. I kick ass for the Lord.
That could be a whole level right there. So there's grave robbing sort of punk rockers, and then this priest comes down and just kicks their ass. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Really straight, great horror. Bad Taste, also another great Peter Jackson horror movie, where this guy gets his head split open and kind of his brains fall out, so he stuffs them back in and ties his head shut with a belt.
Meet the Feebles is another one, yeah.
That's wonderful. Dewcock laughed so hard when he saw that at the very end when the guy has the bazooka and shoots at the guy, but it goes clear through the hole in the house and the guy ducks, and then they cut to a sheep going, and then it hits the sheep and blows him up. That was hilarious.
Whatever happened to the director of that? He should have been really big, huh?
You would think.
He was, and then he fucked up. He did King Kong and he did The Hobbit, and nobody ever heard from him again. The end.
Oh, Harriet, you make me laugh. Do you eat calamari? Harriet, Oliver Smith wants to know if you eat calamari.
That's a personal question. That's like, asking Tom, hey, do you give poop? You give poop, Tom? Hey, Random, you know the poop, with the melon and the poop.
Thank you so much again for that donation, Mackenzie. We got another one from Timon Flip, or Timon FLP. Our $10. That's I knew that. We looked it up the other day, didn't we? That's
pirate gold.
It is. It's pirate gold for Harriet. I'm trying to remember where it was from, but aren't we getting segregation on Hollywood right now? Only black people can write black people movies. Only gay actors can play gay characters, and so on. Big fan. Keep up with the good work, and thank you again so much for the donation. What do you guys think about that? Or ladies, I should say.
Well, yeah, I think Hollywood is going through a lot of this kind of pandering to this political agenda quite a bit, and I think it's really kind of sad that they don't let actors just act. You know, you have to have a gay actor play a gay character. You have to have, I mean, it makes more sense to have like a black actor play a black character for sure. But, other than that, like in any sort of internal sort of difference, there's no reason why you can't just let an actor act, and why you can't just hire like a qualified director no matter what color they are. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of that going around lately. What do you think, Harriet?
Who the fuck is directing Godzilla movies? I mean, if that's the case, what is there a monster director out there somewhere?
You should be directing them.
Well, I don't know what's going on with that, and I think that that's where the premise stumbles. But I see your point. I think it's ridiculous. It's that whole, cultural appropriation thing. It's just ridiculous that only
they should be hiring you. Yes.
Yeah, that only black people can do rap, and only I guess Swedish people can yodel, and I guess by that, but see, nobody ever reverses that. I mean, it's like, you cannot have Rastafarian dreads if you are a white person, and yet people of color are still allowed to go in the Gap. And, I don't understand. I think, how about we just have a human culture and just let everybody engage in human activities and kind of turn colorblind at this point. And, how about everybody just gets treated like a person with a shared culture. And if there's some guy with long hair that wants dreads, and he doesn't have to pass a litmus test, and anybody can yodel.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to you, Harry. You want to kill us all equally, so.
That's Harvey.
So Harriet doesn't want to kill us.
Oh, no. No, Harriet's a sweetheart. I'm just, all I want to do is find a nice doctor, preferably Jewish doctor, and settle down and raise children, and have a wonderful life, and a country club membership that's non-negotiable.
Okay.
I'm not a whore.
I totally understand. And thank you again.
I'm in this female thing for a racket, okay? So if you're not farking over the back sheesh, then I'm back to being Harvey. Back to you, Chad. I mean, Tom.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I think I busted a gut all over the place. Thank you.
Well, go ahead. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that. Pound me too.
Time in FLP, or however you say it, I apologize. Thank you again for your donation. Let's see here. Yes, as far as I know, the sound is on. Have you seen Cherry 2000? No misgendering. I've seen it a long time ago. I couldn't even tell if I seen the whole thing, because I remember seeing it late night on cable at some point as a young teenager, probably. Ladies?
Cherry 2000? No, that doesn't sound familiar. I don't think I've seen that.
I'm trying to remember who's in it. I think it's one of, is it Fonda?
I got stumped on that. It's some like 80s movie apparently.
Yeah, it's an 80s sci-fi sexy kind of movie. Not like porno, but it's like,
Right, yeah. I haven't seen that. I don't think Doomcock's seen it either.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Mama Cherry, Harriet.
Well, there's a woman with a very large low-cut top and a rocket launcher on the poster here on IMDb. So yeah, Doomcock might like it.
Yeah,
he might go for it. I don't know. He's a weird guy.
Harriet, ever seen Ice Pirates? Matt Deckard also wants to know.
Oh yeah, somebody got Doomcock a copy of that. He just hasn't had a chance to watch it yet, but he's going to. Yeah, it's in the queue.
All right. Let's see here. It's called Tokenism. Only if you're in a Lord of the Rings movie. That one you have to think about for a minute.
Yeah.
Oliver Smith. Say, Harriet, do you know Jeffrey Thompson and Bill Hunt? Would you ever do a crossover with them? Are they doctors? No.
I don't know who they are. I don't know.
Are they doctors? Because Harriet's looking for a doctor. No. Bill Hunt actually runs the Digital Bits, and Jeffrey Thompson is a director and my writing partner sometimes. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Sorry.
No. All right. Any more questions for the ladies here? Melanie Griffith's in it. Okay, that's who's in it, I guess. I'm assuming they mean Cherry 2000, so there you go. Clean up on Aisle Midnight's Edge. Yes, please. Harriet, please say hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
I guess Blue Cat 42 wanted to hear that, so there you go. Tyler Bioshock, since we talked about Batwoman earlier, question, what is Harriet's orientation? I feel obliged to ask. I mean, how else will I find out if Doomcock has seen blue is the warmest color?
No, I don't think he's seen, he doesn't see that. I don't even know what that is. In my orientation, I'm a heteronormative Cthulhu monster, and I'm interested in a doctor who will get me a country club membership and shoes. And I guess a purse. What do women have? They got purses. Yeah.
Well, it'll be an expensive purse and expensive shoes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They should, I guess, match. I don't know.
And how many tentacles would you use as feet, though? So that's a lot of shoes for.
I got feet.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Guess you're not checking out my legs.
I'm trying not to. You told me not to look.
Oh, there you go. That's right. You passed the test. Congratulations. Good for you. Didn't even know he had legs. Well, that's an affirmative defense in 20 states.
Didn't need another Me Too moment. All right.
That's right.
Can we see Matt Jarbo meet Harriet? I don't know. I don't know if she'd be interested in Matt Jarbo. He's not a doctor, so.
No, I have standards.
Yeah.
And he has a girlfriend, I think.
Yes, and a baby.
Oh, forget that. That's tangled. I don't want any baby mama drama.
Exactly. You never want to date a man with a child. Word of advice: never date a man with a child. Harvey.
That's
Harriet.
right. Harriet, please.
All right. Any more good questions before we say goodnight to the ladies here on Ladies' Night? I know we don't want to drag it out too long. It's been a very long day for Harvey and Doomcock and Harriet. So,
well, what is Random Gameuser working on?
What am I working on?
Yeah, what are you working on?
Crap if I know. Whatever comes up in the. No, I actually don't have any videos in the hopper at the moment. Everything I had my Patreon exclusive stuff went out on the main channel or on my channel today. I had some early access stuff there. Just whatever is coming up with Star Trek news. I might do videos on some pop culture stuff. I haven't really decided yet. Whatever I feel like tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. A lot of interesting Star Trek news. We talked a little bit about this already, but Random, you haven't. Oh yeah, were you here the other night when we talked about Star Trek? Yeah. We talked Picard. And of course, Random, you talked a little bit about it, and Doomcock, you've talked a lot about it. And of course, we're always talking about Star Trek over here on Midnight's Edge. Really kind of messed up news lately. And I know that really affected Doomcock pretty hard, right, Harriet?
Yeah, he really he suffered on that one. The news that and the news that Picard is going to be in the Abrams verse, and he will be playing a transitioning woman, was taken very, very hard. And that's he's going to be female, guys. It's ladies' night here on Mead.
Slithering Peanut, did you guys kidnap Ren to give Jake company in the shack or something? Yes. No. No, Ren's actually on vacation and she doesn't have her sound equipment with her, or she would have joined us gladly. And we seen the opportunity to have Harriet on the show, who is a very prominent feminist figure. I think it's safe to say.
I am. Yes. I am. Yes, I am a feminist icon. Amongst those in the know, and I'm very proud to represent my sisters, and I hope Ren is having a vacation, and I'm very honored to fill her bra tonight.
You go. and it's a good choice of words, because another choice of words might have sounded a little wrong. So yeah. But then again, tentacle porn is big. So.
Well, not with me, not anymore. I've been born again, and I'm not doing that stuff anymore.
Oh, I wasn't hitting on you. I'm just saying. Okay, did you ladies ever get into the DC Superhero Girls show? I think I vaguely remember that.
I wasn't aware one existed.
It was, it was... what was it?
Birds of Prey?
Well, no, it was a couple years back, I think, unless that's what they're talking about. There was an animated show that had like Supergirl and a bunch of the other female superheroes in the lead. I don't know if Wonder Woman was on it, or I can't remember. Oh, there's Rob.
It's the girl show from DC. Yeah, I remember that.
Washington, D.C. or D.C. Comics? Because they have to be two totally different things.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Rob is in the chats. He can join us on Skype if he wants to. I know we're not going to be here too much longer. We don't want to drag it out too much later for Harriet. It's a lot for a Cthulhu monster to transmit through dimensions. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's a power drain, but we got plenty of power down here. But center of the earth, long way.
Right. All right. Midnight's Edge After Dark. Why is all the outrage about Trek? I was furious in 2009 when they broke the timeline. Loved Lord Trek yards only now. Matt Deckert says, see, at least with the 2009 version, you can ignore it if you choose to, and it doesn't really destroy what was already there. If the reports are to be believed, and we do have a very big mini documentary we're working on right now on the way, they're basically looking to replace the IP with the new stuff and disregard the old completely. And that's the way you kind of took it, right, too, Harriet, from what Doomcock was saying? Random.
Basically, they're going to, from what I heard, kind of basically make the Abrams verse the Star Trek universe and kind of fold STD into it, and and the rest of it is going to be thrown under the Galactic Bus. Isn't that right, Random?
Yeah, it looks like they're just basically saying, no, this is Trek now. Screw you guys for what you liked for the past 50 years. This is Trek now. And it's very, very heartbreaking, I guess.
No respect, as Rob would say.
Yeah.
I better get in some impressions quick before Rob gets on here. I was gonna say.
Too late. Wolfman next. Wolfman Jack. Oh, listen, Wolfman. How y'all doing? Thank you very much.
How you doing, Rob?
Gas him up.
You got to pretend to be a woman now, because now we're way overloaded on the guys on ladies' night. This is not cool.
Oh, okay.
So,
hello. Yes, hello. How are you? How is everyone tonight?
Thank you.
This is Rob's This is Rob's cousin Roberta. How are you?
Thank you so much
just
for
fine.
showing.
Just fine.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Roberta, this is
Lovely
Harriet.
to
I don't
join.
think you two have
Oh,
met.
hello, Harriet.
Hello.
Lovely to join.
Hello.
Harriet is a Cthulhu monster, obviously.
That's
I
right.
say, Harriet, keep your tentacles to yourself. I am not the kind of woman. Oh my! Where do you find such people, Thomas?
Well, I guess Harriet's lesbian, so
Oh my!
you can play Batgirl now. Or Batwoman, I mean.
I'm not fooled by Mrs. Dumbfire over there. All right. Oh, it's fucking Rob. He's doing this like he's being like, you know, like
we're in the Monty
Tobias
Python
on
sketch.
Arrested Development when he was Mrs. Featherbottom. So don't give me that shit.
Hello, I'm Frau Doubtfire.
That's
laugh?
wow.
Won't you laugh at my giant fake bosoms? Yeah,
You
I'll
are
be
such
back.
a girly man.
You're such a girly man.
That's very disturbing.
Flabby one of that. Look at this.
Look at these. Let's all do the pee-pee dance.
Your boobs are almost balls. Look at how low they are. Jeez.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Is that sexual harassment? I can never tell. What? Me
They
too.
call that part of the Me Too movement.
Me too.
Him
Me
too.
3, me 4.
Well, God bless it.
All you people are sick. You should be committed.
Oliver is Olivia from now on, so just so you know.
Very well. Very well.
This ladies' night thing went to hell real quick.
Feminism catch the wave.
Peggy Hill. Ooh, Peggy Hill.
Oh, there we go. Here's another female at least. So random.
Ooh,
like,
Gameuser.
We're like one impression away from a Monty Python sketch.
Matt Deckard has another question. Go ahead, Rob.
Am I Peggy Hill or am I Yoko Ono now? I mean,
That's a good question. I guess it depends on who you're standing next to.
Oh, I break up Beatles. Oh, I had no idea who John Lennon was. No idea. No idea.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh my, we're gonna get arrested by the PC police on that one. Renan?
Sister, oh sister.
Let's change subjects real quick. Matt Deckard wants to know if Harriet were in TOS Trek. Excuse me. What color would her uniform be?
It would be bright red.
Bright red.
Yeah, it'd be like that Yeoman Rand, you know. She was
just no away missions, right?
Yeah, I don't go away anymore without supervision and without documentation. That is what my lawyer Gloria Allred has
that
advised.
wearing red in TOS is not a good idea.
Oh, that's right. Shit. No, I'll pick blue. I'll pick blue. Blue and green go well, like the sea.
Clitter Van Doom Boob dancing about. Clayton George is afraid that's what's going to happen next. We'll have Clitter Van Doom Boob. That's a new one. Okay.
I don't know. I doubt it. Outlook not good, says 8 Magic 8 Ball.
Wouldn't it be Doom Clit instead of Doom Cock, though?
Yeah, maybe, I guess, if there was such a thing. I guess. I don't think Doomcock would tolerate it. I think he'd probably obliterate that and move on. So,
Well, you know, it is that time and period where you have to have a female everything, so...
Period?
That
Are you mocking?
Maybe. Oh, we're all going straight to hell. Oh,
I'll tell you what, this country's going to hell in a handbasket. I do think, Hank.
Or would Doom Cunt be better?
Oh.
I had to use the C word, didn't I?
You use the C word?
It sounds better, though.
Jesus
it
Christ.
just rolls right off the tongue, you know?
I'm so glad to be here on Ladies'
So
Night.
does Doom Clit.
Y'all are so pretty.
A blue cat in chat says Hunter Van Doom Boob.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is just so screwed up on ladies' night. This is hardly ladies' night anymore.
I was gonna say, I think this took it to turn into sexual harassment night.
Oh, it's okay. I'm a tomboy anyway, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. That dang old ladies' night, man. There's no free drinks here, man. I'll tell you, you got to, don't need no for JJ either, man. Tell you, man.
Random's not back there. They're sexually harassing me right now. They're doing it right now. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Oh boy, yeah.
You sick, degenerate motherfuckers! I tell you what, I can't stand this kind of talk. Lady Bird, avert your ears. Oh.
Hey, you got a tool shed?
Oh dear.
Yeah, guys, quit whacking off in the tool shed.
Yeah, you said you had a weed whacker in there.
He has weed.
Random, you gotta save us.
But I was on Beavis and Butthead's side always.
Weed? In the shed?
Okay, kids. Okay. All right, calm down, everybody.
Oh,
You have to get in touch with your inner peace, your inner self. Get in touch with your feminine side. He wants us to touch ourselves.
Yeah. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. Dang, you touch yourself too much time and you go blind, man. I'll tell you, you got hair palms, man. Dang.
What? I can't see you.
Yeah. I think we've lost them.
Yeah.
I think it's gone off the rails, kids. It's gone off the rails.
Oh. Klaatu Barada Niktu says Wilk report to Harriet.
Wilk report. Well, okay.
It's to say, is that swearing?
That Wilk report is part of the deep state. He's gonna turn the frogs gay by hijacking the chemtrails.
I'm assuming that's Mike. Thanks for joining us so late. And thank you all for joining us so late here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Tool Shed, yes, that's where we keep Jake. It's slithering peanut. We gotta get Jake out of there. He needs some air.
I told you, Jake's not in a tool shed. He's an undercover operative for the ATF. They're trying to take away our guns.
All right. Do we have any more questions now? One more before we go. So there's your time to take a drink. I stole it from Rob. All right. So we don't want to keep the Overlord much longer. I know he's busy and wants to turn the lights off and go to bed, I'm sure.
I'll tell you what, man. That dang old Harry Cthulhu, man. That dang old always wanted me to push that button, man. I'm telling you, but just Armageddon, you know what I'm saying?
Harriet's not so worried about pushing the button, TM.
Yeah, you can just let me out. It'd be perfectly fine. Nothing will happen. Everything will be wonderful.
And if not, whatever.
Well, there might be a certain amount of unpleasantness somewhere down the line, but who can say?
A relationship, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm looking for a doctor.
A doctor.
Who will provide for me in the manner in which I'm accustomed.
There you go.
Which I guess means a containment field in a shitty basement.
Eric Draven wants to know, Harriet, does Doomcock have a redneck cousin named Roscoe?
No. He's no, he does not. He's never introduced me to any relatives. I don't think he has any. But you never know. You might have somebody over there, maybe an Australian cousin. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
Well, wouldn't most of Doomcock's relatives probably be dead by now, or he'd have to track them down through one of those websites or something anymore?
Yeah, through lovetree.com or whatever they call it, genealogy.
That dang old 23andMe, man. I'm telling you, see on the late night infomercial, man. Because DNA swapping,
It's full of crap. Tried to tell me my mom and dad they was brother and sister. That's full of crap. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you're not gonna swap my DNA, bucko.
Push the button first, right?
Yeah.
TM.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, push my button and we'll talk. Push my button.
Hey, Beavis, I hear if you push the button, you can score.
Yeah.
Says Zatheriel.
Oh, yes, it's
They are dumb
ladies'
enough to-
night and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night with 3 guys. Oh, it's 3
Yes,
guys.
yeah, it went way off rails.
Walk it down, Tito, walk it
Way
down.
too fast, and we're not even barely an hour in yet. So, we are going to cut her short here pretty soon, though, because it's been a long night for everybody here involved. Let's see, Harriet, did you like the softer take of BSG? What presented by BSG 1980?
You mean
Harriet,
that?
did you like the softer take of BSG that was presented by BSG 1980?
No. BSG 1980?
Yeah.
You mean you're talking about that thing where they went to Earth and, I don't know, they started ranching or some shit? That was terrible. That was terrible. Good God, what the fuck? That was like the cousin Oliver of the goddamn Battlestar Galactica franchise.
Wasn't that more or less just called Battlestar Galactica? We don't want to spend the money on the effects season, or
yeah, it was like you asked for the Ponderosa, bitches, you got it. It's like, okay, we got Lauren Green, now have the fucking Ponderosa. It's cheaper. You know, I mean, it was just terrible. Terrible. What is that? Kent McCord was on there. Who the fuck was on that? Some square-jawed guy that, I used to model underwear for, Versace or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, that was terrible. It was awful. It only lasted what, like half an episode or something?
Something like that.
They go to the commercial and never come back.
No, that was Polly Short
message
The Chevy Chase show. I know they did that.
Come back.
Tim and Flip, Random Gameuser42. What is your opinion on the new Stargate series?
Stargate Origins. It was all right. I only saw like half of it. It was very obviously very, very low budget, but I like the actress that they got to play the young Catherine. I need to go back and finish it though, but I was liking what I was seeing. I mean, it was clearly like no budget at all, but it was a good kind of put out there to test the waters to see if anybody would want more Stargate. So that was fine.
There you go.
Which is the best of the Stargates? Random?
SG-1's probably the best, even though my favorite was Atlantis. But I think SG-1's probably the best.
So Atlantis was good.
I loved Atlantis.
Kurt Russell's in the movie.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm a bit of a Stargate fan, so I do like...
I've seen the movie in like a few episodes, so yeah, unfortunately I can't speak.
Yeah, I'm starting to watch it. I really am enjoying it. I got... the last one I saw was that crazy guy that was on the planet. He was an ex-Stargate guy, and he had declared himself God on this planet. And
kind of Apocalypse Now one.
Yeah, the Apocalypse Now one, and they just shoved him through the hole at the end.
Yeah.
So it kind of ended anticlimactically, but there's been some good ones. I like the character interactions. Just I'm looking forward to.
That doesn't sound good.
More into it.
You okay over there, Rob?
Yeah, I'm okay. I knocked something over.
Oh, okay. As long as he's okay.
Yeah, carry on. Keep going.
I would hate to lose Rob live on air. That would be bad.
Yeah.
The ratings would be amazing, though. So. This is the episode where we lost Rob live on air.
You killed Rob, you bastards.
Well, we'll let you claim it, Harriet. Or should I say, we'll let Harvey claim it as a death on his record so we can put another match.
Finish him.
Look it on his resume for stomping, right?
That's right. Score 1 for the Harv. Yep.
I'll tell you what, man, that dangle Harry.
I got a question for Harvey. Now, when and if you do get out of the containment field, are you going to go after celebrities first, politicians, that kind of thing?
Well, I tell you what, that dang old Scott Baio, man, he got coming. You know that dang old,
like
you know,
Scott Baio.
Charles in charge, man. Don't that shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I killed celebrities of all kind. And I come to kill you, little Bill, for what you done to Chachi. That's right.
Chachi!
I'm going to get Chachi for what he done to Joni, and I'm going to get Joni for what she done to Mrs. C.
What the hell's a Chachi?
I think it's one of those things those Mexican guys play in the mariachi band and playing that Chachi.
Didn't Erin Moran die already?
Did she?
No.
Wow. Joni's dead?
Now I gotta look. I know she went crazy.
That poor Joni's will be spared. She's already passed on.
That's terrible. Jesus Christ.
2017, yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow,
She
man.
had cancer, I think it was.
That poor girl. She was in Galaxy of Terror.
Yes, she was. I just watched that last week.
Wow. How was it?
It was horrible. But in a good way.
Epitaph for Aaron. Oh, jeez. That's bad.
No evaluation. It's horrible.
Don't speak ill of the dead, but you can review them badly.
Well, she was the star, I guess. She was an Ellen Ripley ripoff. I think they even stole her wardrobe from that. It was, I don't know. It was I love cheesy B movies. I do. So I can't really. Of course, they're horrible, but it's like I get a kick out of them. So.
But they're entertaining. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott Baio does have a punchable face. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He sucks.
Why you guys all hate Crotchy so much?
I don't know.
No one's gonna get that reference at all. No one's gonna get the obscure Dead Milkman reference.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
This really went off the rails, but I am enjoying myself.
This is what happens when everybody's kind of exhausted from a weekend of Star Trek news and a million live streams.
Well, that's what I told Harvey and Harriet that Doomcock needs a break. Leave him alone for the night. Come on the show. And there you go.
Yeah, and madness ensued just in my vicinity.
Do you want children, Harriet? Are you a doctor, Oliver? Why are you asking? That's a little personal.
No, I don't like children except as a snack.
I was just going to say, maybe as an appetizer.
Just a aperitif before the large-scale destruction of your reality.
Is James Woods high on your list, Harvey, when you get out?
Nah.
No.
Nah. If I'm going to go after any wood, it's going to be Mikey Spock.
Oh, Lord. Who is number one on your list? Would it be Sonequa Martin Green, or would it be...
She's just an enabler. She's just an enabler. I think probably the ground zero of the whole fucking contagion is probably Bad Robot. I think those assholes got a little knock telegram coming from Harvey, special delivery.
Well, I tell you what, man, that J.J. Abrams, man, dang old hack, man, there's no originality, man. He just take it, just regurgitate, man. You know what I'm saying? Dang, man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he throws up in his mystery box and says, "Here you go."
Dang old mystery box, man. He done that big old turd in it, that dang old mystery box, you know.
If you're lucky, usually it's empty, but if you're lucky, hey, I got a turd. Yay!
Like, man, Star Trek already. They're called Klingworks.
Oh,
dang old mystery box, man. Lost, man. Season 1, just like no payoff, man. You know, dang.
That's right. A turd in the mystery box is known as a happy rear ending.
Is there such a thing? Well, I suppose if you're into that sort of thing, but...
A turd in a mystery box is known as a happy rear ending.
It was nice having a show on the internet. I think we're all going to hell. Either that or getting fired.
Man, we can't be fired, man. No dang old YouTube,
Rob,
man.
You're lucky you've hardly
no one
been here, so you'll probably luck out.
Yeah.
Dang old, that dang old Jeff Bezos,
man. You know,
I have a feeling Harriet's going to sue me for sexual harassment. So just heads up.
We'll see. We'll see. I think get all three of you. Yeah, like gang abuse.
But now, if I go get my doctorate, does that mean we could date?
You gotta be a medical doctor.
Right. I suppose.
You know, you need like a country club membership. You got one of those?
We got a country kitchen around here.
Oh, and you want me in it? Is that right? Sexist.
No, it's a restaurant, but it's you probably react the same way considering. But bad.
So you want to treat me to all-you-can-eat buffet?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of fat people there. Probably that's probably a good filling night for you.
You've lived up to your reputation, Tom. Congratulations. You're a charmer.
I know, right?
Country Kitchen. Hey, baby, let's go to Country Kitchen.
Could have been better yet. I could have said McDonald's.
Yeah, right. I'm not that cheap.
The Subway at Walmart?
That's right. There's a kid meal joke in there somewhere, but
I'm sure there is.
We've already discussed James Gunn, so we're
we're going straight to hell for that one.
Is he coming back? Is he going to be rehired?
I doubt it. Are you ready for female Captain Kirk, Harriet? Asks Matt Deckard.
No.
Fucking Matt. Let me tell you something. Somebody pissed me off with this whole Kirk thing, saying that he was going to date Mikey Spock. It might have been Matt. I forget. It was pretty awful. It's just a horrible idea. I just can't stand it.
That would really. I think Rob would die of a heart attack if that happened.
Jane Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Man, that dang old, Captain Kirk, man, first interracial kids, got a little jungle fever. Know what I mean? Dang, man. Michelle Nichols, man, there's a little hot little number there.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Nuke the cannon. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Because if that's the case, wouldn't Spock be pissed off years later, be like, I still haven't forgiven you for making out with my Earthling sister. I thought you're not supposed to have emotions. Yes, but she's Earthling and I'm half Earthling, so I can be pissed at you. That is what I'm supposed to do. It's logical. Something like that.
and Kirk would hearken back to the famous AC/DC song in reply, and he would simply say, all I was doing was giving the log a bone. Hey,
I nailed her.
Now that there's comedy. That there is fucking comedy. I was giving the log a bone. Mikey Spock. Her. You see? He was banging Mikey Spock. You understand? Because she's wood.
And then it would be the captain's log.
And Random comes in with a slam dunk at the last moment. Game over. Game over, folks.
Ah, yes, it's ladies' night.
She took it back, y'all.
Very good.
That was
Captain's log. Stardate. I got splinters in my dick. Stardate Armageddon.
And then splinters on his tongue, I suppose. Maybe not.
Oh God, he wouldn't do that.
No.
Well,
the real question is, who would he be attracted to, though? She has Sarek's Katra inside of her head, so is he going after Sarek? He's sleeping with Spock's adopted sister and father, then, if he were
I don't know
if he found a knothole on Mikey Spock, he might have been going for honey.
And I don't know if Kirk is actually the type of guy who's real good at giving head, because he's always stopping for dramatic pause and probably pisses him off.
That's right. Are you ready to come? Well, I was until you had the pause.
Well, not just This really went out the rails. Holy shit. I gotta take the ladies' night thing off it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's fucked now.
It's totally gone.
For ladies' night. Jesus Christ.
Shit.
So sorry, Random. I thought I was helping coming on here. And,
we should have known. We should have known.
It's not been good. I apologize to you. I was trying to.
I love you, Harriet, but yeah. In a totally. I don't know if you could call it platonic because you're not human, but
Giving the log a bone.
I think you nailed it, and then of course, Random, she came in there and dropped the mic on you. So.
Captain's log, I got termites in my balls.
Space herpes.
Ow! Spock.
I got an STD.
Bones. I don't want to hear it. I'm a doctor, not a lumberjack.
I told you not to do that.
Damn it, Jim. I told you not to tap that log. Don't walk the plank, Jim.
Captain, you don't have to tell an old Aberdeen pub crawler how to tap a log now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what is Mikey Spock stationed on the
you
bridge?
dock. What? You always need protection before you dock.
Yeah.
Especially with Mikey Spock. It's a rhyme, see? That's how
What was the
STD.
protection, though? Like Old English or something? Just code his dick in that or something?
Your ship has been evaluated. You shall be destroyed. You are inferior.
I apologize to all like 5 people that are left in the audience.
I
They're loving
thought
it.
it was laminated.
You must share this old English knowledge with us, or be destroyed.
Oh, we know how to kill her. Rain. Lots of rain.
It takes centuries, but it's worth it.
Dang old, Mikey Spock, man. Dang old made wood, just, get some sandpaper, man. Just
There you
smooth out them rough edges, dang old, man. You had to get a miter saw, dang.
You know what Mikey Spock's station on the bridge is? She mans the wood panel.
Oh, shit.
I told you, Captain, that it's a wee bit of trouble just putting the wood panels on the side of the ship. They serve no real purpose, do they?
And it rots.
And then we need like the Orville crossover so Captain Mercer can come in and go Happy Arbor Day and just blow her up. And I love you.
Shit.
Mikey's.
Oh, shit.
It's just Mikey Spock is walking around like stunting around like she's the cock of the walk. I don't know. Where did you meet her?
At a wooden plank, speed dating, fucking lumber yard. I don't know.
Yeah, he just picked her out of the stack of
Sherwood Forest.
Starfleet's really gone to hell when they get their officers from lumber liquidators, I tell you.
Yeah.
She was trying to tell me how to do my job. And you know what? She was right.
I told you, you cannot put the spanner on there. But she did it anyway. she
was right. It was just...
And then she told me how to be a better Scotsman. I said, lass, you can't tell this Scotsman how to be a better Scotsman.
But she did it anyway.
But she did it anyway. And now... Oh, and then she went to go tell the Saurian how to be a better Saurian. The man lives in mud. How can you tell him to be a better Saurian?
But then she told the chair how to be a better chair, and that was appropriate.
And you know what? She was right.
And she had a point.
And she's the only one who could.
If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon.
Mikey Spock. Fucking Mikey Spock. Yeah.
I didn't trust those Klingorks. Yeah, they ate my old captain. I should have suspected something when they dumped a bag of salt upon his head. I said, "You're getting meat tenderizer all over me. What is this? You're spilling."
No, Captain, don't go over there.
And then they did unspeakable things with those 2 things they've got down there between their legs.
Yeah,
Just not natural.
Those Klingons, they don't have a wee willy now in there, do they?
They got 2.
They got 2 of them. That's just your urologist.
They're a good time on a Saturday night, I'll tell you what.
That's just your urologist charging you double now, isn't it? Starfleet's medical plan doesn't cover that.
The plural is will I. I have will I.
Now, say if you're into the kind of interspecies
Only on the
thing,
Fridays.
now, if you're into that kind of interspecies action, not that I am, does that make every encounter a threesome?
Well, no, there's just one for each hole.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It's going to cost you double in condoms now, doesn't it, lad?
In Dublin.
Oh boy.
I tell you, I've got the pharmacy down in Edinburgh. He takes care of me, I tell you. Gives me a good discount. I just showed him the Starfleet badge, and he says, come on back. I got something special. Read for her pleasure. Get the French tickler. I don't know. I never trust a Frenchman, but those ticklers, I tell you, those get good results. I tell you. It's like you put it. It's warp speed, baby.
They work on wood, though.
Yes, they protect against oak wilt.
Richard Poole. No. If it's green, you stay away from it. You know what I'm saying to you? You know that's a bad sign if it's green.
If it's green, that's 15 years, you know.
That's all right. You drink it or you avoid it.
Green is for drinking. Aldebaran and whiskey gives you packs a wallop in the morning. The next day, never get drunk the night before you have duty. Yeah. Oh, I said it now, didn't I? Duty.
You said duty.
Oh dear. I think this is degenerated.
I think so.
Random game user, what the fuck?
We're giving it all she's got, Captain.
I don't know if she can even say this one.
She cannot take much more of this.
I don't think she can, Random. How much more do you think you can take of this?
I grew up on Beavis and Butthead and like WrestleMania and horror movies. I'm kind of a tomboy. So.
Well, I think we're about to wrap it up, though.
Yeah, I think so.
I tell you that Random, she's a good lass. I tell you. Yeah, I tell you, don't ever cross barbs with her. She gonna get the best of you. She could not drink any man in the fleet. I tell you.
Well, I want to thank the 44 people I think that are still hanging out with us.
44, you bastards! Where were you all night?
I think we had a lot more earlier before we went off the rails. But
well, it's not my fault.
I know you tried, Harriet. You did your best, Harriet.
Thank you. I tried.
And you've been a lovely guest, Harriet. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. It's been an honor to be on with Random Gameuser42. You should all check out her channel and subscribe.
Yes, please do. And as always, thank you, Random, for making this ladies' night as usual. Even though you're a little outnumbered now, but
oh, these are fun. It's been really great. Thank you for having me.
It cannot be a ladies' night. There was only one lady. It will be a lady night, won't it now?
Don't forget.
It's lady night with a bunch of other interfering bastards.
Harriet is the last two.
Harriet,
that's right. I am. So it's 2-2.
It's 2.
It was a tie.
Don't expect me to push any buttons there, TM.
Well, it's a lovely day to push a button, though.
TM.
It is indeed.
TM.
And of course, check out Doomcock if you haven't already. And of course, Random Gameuser42 on YouTube. She's got a lot of great videos over there. And she goes live almost every day as well, generally in the afternoons, so check her out. And of course, thanks, Rob, for finally showing up. Probably drunk as hell and smelling of cheap whores. And
I tell you, it was a lovely day, and I was going to the pub, you know. We playing the quiz. It's hard to play the quiz when you're knackered like this, I tell you that.
But yeah, so hopefully y'all join us out there again real soon. Don't forget to check out our Patreon and Doomcock's Patreon and Random's new Patreon. And don't forget that Harvey has his own Twitter now. Isn't that right, Harvey?
That's right. Harvey Cthulhu, yep. You can find it, just search for Harvey Cthulhu. It's pretty, H Cthulhu, I think it is. I
think
forget.
So, yes. But I think all I had to type in was Harvey, and it was one of the first ones that popped up. So, John T. Nett, thank you so much for the $400 in Hong Kong money. We now have officially outgrossed Solo, both us and Doomcock, in Hong Kong. That is awesome.
You bastard, John T. You had to make me go do the math. I can calculate warp fields in photon dispersion with 400 Hong Kong dollars. Why don't you upload it in pounds, for God's sake? Jeez.
And
haven't you heard what it is in euros?
Wouldn't that be like money laundering, though? Oh, you're just adding it, though, so never mind.
Money laundering? Right. Oh, you're going to turn the Enterprise into a laundry ship now, are you? Not over my dead... That'll be over my dead body.
Over my dead nasals.
Knowing my condition of my liver, that's not too far off now.
Oh, shit.
Well, thanks, John. Appreciate that. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you last night for all the fabulous super chats you gave Doomcock. That was absolutely fabulous.
Yes.
John Dinette, yes, he's a good lad. That's all I got there. I don't know the man. Doomcock says he's a good lad. I have to take his word for it.
And of course, I want to thank
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, for letting us have Harriet for about an hour. That was great. Thank you, Doomcock.
I will relay that to him. And thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And so yeah, Rob, thanks for joining us at the last moment.
Oh yeah, when Rob's over here, I'll tell him he said hi. Yes. He's over. He's passed out in the corner. I think he's trying to drunk text some bird.
That doesn't surprise me. Just tell him not to try the naked man again.
Try the naked what? What are you, daft?
No, I said don't try the naked man again.
The naked man, he nearly got him arrested last time.
That's what I'm saying. Don't try it. Don't.
Three Starfleet security officers carrying out a naked fat man like Robert. It wasn't a pretty sight. Really wagging about all
He's
over.
Still paying off the tickets for that night.
He's going to draw a general court.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us here on Midnight's Edge After Dark on the... Well, about a half of it was ladies' night, I guess, or for a while. Then it went off the rails. If you are a lady and you listen to this, I apologize.
What should I apologize for? It's nothing more than what God gave us.
I know, but it went off the rails real quick. But we had fun. I hope everybody out there had fun as well. So.
Speak for yourself, you bastard.
Thank you once again for joining us, and have a good one.